Question that I got today was why, when women get pregnant again, can you have symptoms out of nowhere? So this is something that I've seen anecdotally. I haven't seen any evidence to this, but it just kind of makes sense that I can have patients that I am working with for a while and they're doing great, getting towards our goal, and then all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, symptoms are back. And we really just can't figure out what's going on. And this can be prolapse, this can be leakage. Like, they're doing great. There's no change in activity, like no reason for this to be happening. And guess what? A couple weeks later, oh, hey, guess what? I'm pregnant. And that usually, that's one of the first questions I usually ask, because, not everybody's trying. Maybe they're not trying and it's a surprise. But the reason why, and this happens again also with pelvic girdle pain, very loud bird, SI pain, this happens with as well. When you are early, like first couple of weeks of pregnancy, your hormones are through the roof. And so all of those things that can potentially be impacted by your hormones, they can be impacted as well. So if there's a hormone aspect to your prolapse symptoms, sometimes out of nowhere, your prolapse symptoms are back. Same thing with leakage. Same thing with sacroiliac and pelvic girdle pain. Again, because the hormones are impacting all of those ligaments, all of those tissues. And so if... even if you're not trying to get pregnant, but let's just say you've been getting busy lately, and your symptoms come out of nowhere, take a pregnancy test. That might be it. But that's, again, I always tell moms, like second, third, like subsequent pregnancies, I swear to God, like you're like 30 seconds pregnant and you'll start to feel all this stuff again. And so one of the conversations I have with moms after their first delivery is, if you're doing great, if these symptoms happen to come up again out of nowhere and you're trying to get pregnant, that's something you definitely want to check. Don't freak out. That doesn't mean that those symptoms are going to stay. That just means that big rush of hormones in the beginning is probably playing a pretty big role in those symptoms. But I wanted to clarify that because I did a story post earlier today and somebody's like, well, why is it worse in the beginning? Usually first trimester, it's hormones. Second trimester, things level out, and then third trimester, things usually get a little worse because of you've gained a lot of weight, your movement's different, that sort of thing. So if you have any questions about why your either prolapse symptoms or leakage, let's say you've never had anything and then it just kind of came out of nowhere, what's up with that and trying to figure it out, definitely hop in my DMs. That's kind of one of my, I joke around, it's my superpower, that I'm so used to certain patterns and certain kind of symptom presentations that it's really quite easy for me to see or ask the right questions to kind of figure out where that stuff is coming from, whereas you might be, spinning in circles being like, I have no idea where this came from. So hop in my DMs if you have questions, or even if you're a pro and you're like, I want to get better at this, definitely let me know. I'm happy to help.